This is our first step. We're going to use this trash can to put our water fountain in it first, and we got to figure out how to pull the cord out because we're going to have a light too and another cord. So right now this is prototype number 1.
This is our plan for our fountain. We're going to have a PVC pipe, and we're going to have a fountain running inside the pipe, and the water is going to come out and be directed into a series of bowls. It's going to go into the first bowl, which is going to have a hole in the bottom, which is going to flow into the next. The same thing, run out of hole at the bottom into the next until it dumps out into the original source.
Hey Steven, our plan isn't working. What should we do?
I don't know. Since we don't have a car, we should probably look around on campus and see what we can find.
Okay, I think I have some materials we can use in my room.
Okay, so we came up with a new plan.
I turn the music up, I got my records on. I shut the world outside until the lights come on. Maybe the streets are alive, maybe the trees are gone. I feel my heart stop beating to my favorite song. And all the kids they dance, all the kids all night until Monday morning feels another life. I turn the music up, I'm on the other side, and heaven is inside.
So here's our fountain. We made it out of frisbees, and we used the supports. Under here we used L-shaped supports. And at first we just had this frisbee to eliminate the splashing, but it's still splashed, so we added this tent around it, and then we put more L-shaped supports under it, and we added it on top, like this.
Alright, so we did not have a drill to make a lot of the holes, so we had to use a knife, which didn't turn out too well. The holes are all jagged and bad. We had to use a lot of tape because we didn't have other resources to put the stuff together, like good glue or anything like that. It was kind of tough not having a workshop to work in. And the painting, it was windy when we were painting and it ran. We didn't have like a primer and stuff, so a lot of the paint came off. And as you can see in here, we tried to use liquid weld stuff, and that didn't turn out too well. It didn't stick very well. Things started sagging. It was just all a disaster, that stuff.
We're at Freshman Engineering Design Day, and we're just testing our thing out, and I feel like what we could have done better was probably have more support around it, had the glue stick a little longer. It's not as sturdy as what we thought, and maybe the bowls be a little bit like smaller so you can see like the floating of our fountain. That's probably what we could do better next time. We'll do it during the testing portion next time of our design cycle. The parts we use for our water fountain are a air freshener top, and we use that to make the pump taller, and then we use a pie pan, and it has holes in the bottom which goes into our frisbee, and it has holes all around the side, and it goes onto the next frisbee, which is suspended by fishing wire, and this is used as a splash guard.
Alright, we're waiting to see what our results are for the fountain project. I don't know if we did good or not.
28 out of 32.
Wow. Okay.
We had a few limitations to our project. No one in our group had a car, which made it difficult to pick up materials. We had to plan over breaks when we could get materials because we couldn't take a car and go get some. we also had the $40 limit, so we tried to go under that limit, and that's why some of the materials aren't as nice as others that we saw at design day. We also didn't have the tools that we would have had if we were at our house, and we also no one lived nearby to go work at their house.
The pump barely pushed the water up about 1.5 feet, 2 feet. It really did not have power, and it was making a lot of noise trying to push the water even where we had it, which wasn't that high at all. I don't know, we couldn't really find a better fountain. Then again, we didn't have a whole lot of resources to shop around because we did not have a vehicle, as we were saying before, which really killed us. So I think some of the other teams were able to get better fountains, and that let them do other stuff with water, but we could barely get ours high off the ground.
So we were looking at the rubric about what we needed in our project, and one of the requirements was light, and we couldn't really understand how we would use light in our project. We ended up getting a light from a pet supply store, and we could put it in the water, but I'm still not sure if that's the light that they needed in the project.
As you can see, a lot of the paint didn't stick down here. It came off just because the spray paint we bought didn't stick to this container very well. It scratches off pretty easily. So we probably should have found a better way to get the paint to stick, maybe roughed up the surface a little bit. But
overall, the results to the fountain project didn't turn out too well at FEDD, but we did learn a lot about building fountains and working as an engineering